How's it going everyone, Tavios here, thanks so much for stopping by. It has been a few days since the Witch Queen's release. I hope everyone had a chance to experience the excellent campaign while dipping your toes into the new Void 3.0 system. So on today's video, we're going to go over a Void 3.0 abilities build for my titans out there. As always, if you enjoy this type of content, a like and heavy attack on the subscribe button really helps the channel grow. First, we will go over Void 3.0 with its aspects and fragments, then we will go over the armor and armor mods, and we'll finish with the weapons to complement the build. And without further delay, let's jump into it. For the Sentinel Titan subclass, depending on the difficulty of the activity, you can go either with Word of Dawn Bubble, if you want to be more support and staying alive in higher level content, or if you're near to the game. But if you want to go in the offensive or in lower level activities where you are more comfortable, you can definitely go Sentinel Shield. This is totally up to you. The difference here is that Word of Dawn has a base cooldown of 6 minutes 57 seconds, and the Sentinel Shield Super has a base cooldown of 9 minutes 19 seconds, almost 2 minutes and a half longer to get your super. But this build is not about super, it's about the abilities. For my barricade, I'm going with Rally Barricade for two reasons, because it has a faster cooldown of 32 seconds and offers some great buffs, increased weapon reload speed, stability and range when you stand behind it. But if you're going into higher level activities, probably the Towering Barricade will keep you from dying. And for my melee, we are throwing shields, lots of shields. You'll see what I mean later in the video when I go into our exotic and mods. And our grenade is going to be Suppressor Grenade. By the way, if you don't have all the abilities unlocked, all your aspects and fragments, make sure to visit Ikora at the tower. You will need some glimmer to buy them from her. Over on the aspects, we're going with Offensive Bulwark. While you have an overshield or are inside Word of Dawn, your grenade charges faster. You have increased melee range and damage, and melee final blows extend the duration of your overshield. Also, if you're using Sentinel Shield instead of Word of Dawn, this aspect gives you an additional shield throw, so it's really good for both. For the second aspects, we're going with Control Demolition. Hitting a target with the Void ability or Volatile Explosion makes them volatile. Further damage to a volatile target causes them to explode, grants you and nearby allies health when volatile targets explode near you. This aspect together with a throwing shield is what makes everything explode, but there's more, hear me out. Let's move on to our fragments. First, we have the Echo of Expulsion. Void ability final blows cause targets to explode. This one is a bit different than what we get with Control Demolition. With Control Demolition, just by hitting a target with the Void ability makes them volatile. Could be a champion, a Lucent Hive, or a boss. But the Echo of Expulsion makes targets explode after a kill with the Void ability, which means red bars for the most part. Mixing these two together is key in my opinion. Plus this fragment gives you 10 intellect. Next fragment is the Echo of Exchange. Melee final blows grant grenade energy, which we're going to loop with the next fragment. The Echo of Provision. Damaging targets with grenades grants you melee energy. So getting a kill with a throwing shield gives us grenade energy, and damaging targets with our suppressor grenade gives us melee energy. Pretty sweet loop there. And for our last fragment, we have the Echo of Undermining. Void grenades weaken targets. Remember that suppressing isn't the same as weakening. With suppressor grenades, you can get Lucent Hive out of their super and keep them from attacking for a few seconds. Now with these fragments, they also take increased damage. Moving on to the armor and armor mods. I'm going to be using Void Elemental Wells to recharge my abilities. On my helmet, I've equipped Hands On to gain bonus super energy with throwing shield kills, and Seeking Wells, so elemental wells I create move to my location. It's pretty nice to not have to chase elemental wells all the time and have them come to me instead. Give it a try. On my arms, I have 3 mods from the Seasonal Artifact: an auto rifle loader, an unstoppable glaive, and melee well maker. Power melee final blows spawn Void Elemental Wells. Moving on to our exotic chest piece, I'm going to be using the Heart of Inmost Light. This exotic chest piece for the Titan was released back with Forsaken. It's a random exotic drop and hasn't seen much use since then. But with some testing, I realized it allows for some insane loops of abilities with the Overflowing Light exotic perk. Using an ability, Grenade, Melee, or Barricade, empowers the other 2 abilities. Empowered means abilities have faster regens, melees and grenades do more damage, and barricades have more hit points, which means it will last longer against heavy fire. The loop I found worked best is throwing your grenade first, then your shield, then you place your barricade last. Placing your barricade will give you a ×2 regeneration boost to your grenade and your shield throw for 10 seconds. If you just wait crouched behind your barricade for a few seconds, you'll get your grenade and your shield throw back. It's pretty sick. Now you don't have to stay behind cover. If you engage in combat, you'll get your abilities back even faster. On this exotic chest piece, I've equipped the Thermoshock Plating mod from the Seasonal Artifact, which reduces incoming solar and arc damage from combatants, and also an elemental ordnance. Grenade kills spawn void elemental wells. Moving on to the legs, I've equipped a rocket launcher and a glaive scavenger, plus Font of Wisdom. Picking up elemental wells grants an increase to intellect, recharging my super faster. And last, for the class item, I've equipped Overload grenades from the Seasonal Artifact to stun Overload champions when needed. Suppressing Glaive. Damaging enemies with the glaive suppresses them, preventing them from using abilities for a short time. And last, Elemental Light. Super kills spawn void elemental wells. With the elemental wells mods I'm using, my super kills, grenade kills, and melee kills will all spawn void elemental wells, and with seeking wells, they will all come to me if I am close enough for the tracking to proc. Then with the Font of Wisdom mod, picking up void elemental wells increases my intellect to recharge my super faster, while also granting ability energy to all my abilities. It's pretty nuts. Now let's talk about some weapons. There's so many choices for exotic weapons in the kinetic slot. You could run the new Osteostriga that is super good, something like Outbreak Perfected maybe, but I'm going to be running the Monte Carlo exotic auto rifle. Still no catalyst, but one of my favorite exotics nonetheless. Dealing damage with this weapon reduces your shield throw melee and grants a chance to fully recharge your shield throw with each kill. Now also, this weapon gains increased damage from melee kills, and melee kills reload the magazine. If you enter an encounter with your shield throw and get a kill, you get the buff Mark of Chain ×5, which doubles your Monte Carlo weapon damage for a few seconds. Damage you can also use to kill a few ads and get your shield throw back. For our energy weapon, we're using the new Enigma Glaive. This weapon will suppress enemies and is good for unstoppable champions with the mods I've equipped. It's just a really good weapon. My role right now has accurate rounds for range, a Feeding Frenzy enhanced trait for faster reloads cause man, glaives reload so slow, and I also have Kill Clip for increased damage. I will probably reshape the glaive to test other perks when I level it up, but for now this is really good. And for my heavy weapon, I've been using a rocket launcher, the new Red Herring Void rocket launcher with Ambitious Assassin and Lasting Impression. Having a long-range high DPS with this build was important. You can also do a linear fusion rifle or a grenade launcher if you have a preference. Now before I summarize everything I just said, my stats are all over the place since we're going to be looping abilities and using Monte Carlo. All that really matters is your intellect and maybe recovery. Don't forget that the control demolition aspect heals you and allies when a volatile target explodes, which is going to happen a lot. Alright, so with this Titan Void 3.0 build, we're going to be looping abilities and encounters, starting with our Suppressor Grenade, then our Shield Throw, and last our Barricade. This will give us a ×2 to ability empowerment. If you do it correctly, you'll get all your abilities back in about 5 seconds with the Heart of Inmost Light exotic equipped. Grenade, melee, and super kills all spawn void elemental wells, which will track to your position and grant you a temporary faster super regen for either Ward of Dawn or Sentinel Shield, plus energy for all your abilities. Your exotic weapon recharges your shield throw, and shield throw kills reload your exotic weapons, plus doubles its damage for a few seconds. And there it is, my friends. And here I was thinking my first Void 3.0 Titan build was going to be using Doomfangs. This exotic pairs really well with Void 3.0 abilities with Volatile, Suppress, and Weaken. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, a like and heavy attack on that subscribe button is greatly appreciated. If you'd like to contact me, my social medias are in the description down below. Let me know if you're gonna give this a try or if you're using a different exotic weapon or mods. I want to thank you all for watching, and if you want to watch other informative Destiny 2 videos, you can click right here.